So, you're interested in speedrunning Karlson, right? It's a short, fast-paced movement shooter with almost no luck involved and a dedicated and active community that has been around for more than a year. In this video, I'll be showing you what you need to start speedrunning Karlson and the common resources that runners use. Note that this ain't a speedrunning tutorial. I'm not gonna be explaining how to do tricks, glitches, or how to beat the levels. For that, you should check out this video by Moo, the world record holder himself. There's a lot to talk about in this video, so please use the timestamps in the description to skip to a specific part. Any resources I mentioned will also be down there. To start, you first need to download the game, if you haven't already. The link to the download page is in the description. The game is available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. The install instructions are on the itch.io page you downloaded the game from. Once opening the game, you'll get a configuration menu, in which you can change the inputs, screen resolution, etc. The default input layout is fine and it's used by most speedrunners. Feel free to change it at any time. Once done, click the play button, which will start the game. I recommend doing a casual playthrough of the game first before you start speedrunning. There's an options menu, in which there are things that'll make runs easier. Turning graphics to fast will improve the frame rate. Turning motion blur and camera shake off will make it easier to see while moving around. These are optional, but are highly recommended for a less annoying and frustrating experience while speedrunning. And lastly, sensitivity and FOV are personal preference. Change them as you wish. While we're at that, I should explain the categories. The main ones are any percent and individual levels. The other categories are niche, who are obviously just for fun, which is why they are rarely taken seriously. The any percent category is the primary category, where the goal is to beat all the levels as fast as possible in order, starting on pressing the tutorial level and ending upon touching the milk in Sky 2. And individual levels is self-explanatory. Get the fastest time on a specific level. Any percent should be the main focus. However, individual levels are a great way to understand, improve, and learn for specific rough areas in your any percent speedruns. To time the runs, pretty much all speedrunners use a program called LiveSplit. It's an incredibly well-made program that has a ton of customization and features. And one of those features is essential for speedrunning Karlson. For those that don't know, the method of timing that's most used is through subsessions of the run called splits. Whenever you finish a level, you press a key on the keyboard to split, and LiveSplit will say the amount of time it took you to complete that level. This means that you can more accurately compare to your past runs and see how you're doing while running. When you complete a split, color numbers will appear. Red means you're trailing behind your PB, or personal best, while green means you're currently ahead. If you play really well on a level, you may get your fastest time you ever gotten in a split throughout all your runs. This will make the number gold. If you get to the end of your run and get a better time than the one LiveSplit has saved, it will save this time over the old one, making it your new personal best. LiveSplit has a feature called Auto Split, which as the name suggests, it will automatically split runs once you finish a level, pausing menus, and slow down the timer when you get the slow-mo effect in game. To turn it on, you'll first need to have your splits set up. In the description there's a link to the resources tab in the speedrun.com page of Karlson, in which you can download blank splits that you can use as a template. Make sure to pick the first one. Once it finishes downloading, you can just open the file that you installed and it should be ready with all the splits. Now that you have your splits, right click and click Edit Splits. If you're using the splits that you downloaded, just click the Activate button. There may be a pop-up after that says something about switching to in-game time. Click Yes on that, and it should be done. If for some reason the auto splitter doesn't work, try running Karlson and LiveSplit as administrator. Quick note, LiveSplit isn't needed for individual level runs. For that you use the in-game time on top of the screen. And also, in the description is a link to a video by Smallland1 that shall further explain how to use LiveSplit and customize it. Check it out if you're interested. It's nice to publish your time to the official Karlson leaderboards in Speedrun.com to not only see your place, but also compare yourself to others. To submit your runs, video proof is required. So I recommend using OBS to record your runs. Once you open up OBS, click the plus button at the bottom left. This will make a new scene. Name it whatever you want. Now click this plus button, which will add a new source. Pick window capture. And from this new screen, pick Karlson. Adjust it and resize it as you like. You should also add LiveSplit. Make a new source, pick window capture, and this time look for LiveSplit. With that, you're all set to record your runs. If you want to provide more proof to your runs or make the recordings look better, you can also add an input display. And for this, I recommend using Noboard. In the description is the link to download Noboard. Once downloaded, open it. Right click on the empty blue screen and click on Load Keyboard. Click on the Category tab and select Games Legacy. For Karlson, I recommend picking Game FPS 1. This keyboard preset shows all the default buttons that Karlson uses, and it's fine as it is. But if for any reason you want to move the keys around or delete some keys, right click and then click Start Editing, which will allow you to move, resize, or delete keys as you wish. Once done editing, make sure to save by right clicking and selecting Save Definition and Save Style. Now you can go to OBS, make a new source, pick window capture, and choose Noboard. Click Done and right click that source you just added and select Filters. Add a chroma key filter, change the name of the filter if you want, and change the color type to blue. And finally, move the similarity slider around to where the blue is gone and the keys are visible. For me, it's around 265. And after that, you're done setting the input display for your Karlson runs. Thanks for watching. I recommend joining the official Karlson Discord server. In there you can ask questions, discuss, or just chill around. You can also check out the guide section on the speedrun.com page of Karlson, where you can learn a lot of tips or just general advice on speedrunning Karlson. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, in the description is a guide on how to actually run the game, where you can learn lots of tips and tricks, and even get a pretty decent time that's below 2 minutes. If you have any further questions about Karlson, you can ask in the Karlson Discord server, or you can even ask me in the comments section. I'm always online on YouTube. Hope this video helped, and if it did, leaving a like will be appreciated. Anyways, I'll be working on my next video, and until then, I'm out. Peace.